And we are.
You had me at Kelly.
What are we?
You had me at Kelly.
What?
Stop. You had me at Kelly.
All right. So right now we're gonna talk about how we got here, which is in what, babe? What are we?
Engaged.
Yeah. So we figured to start off this YouTube channel. We're new to it, so subscribe. We do appreciate it. You got any questions for us? You know, they do that little funny thing where they point.
Yeah, drop it in the comments below.
Drop it and subscribe to the left and to the right. However they do it. But this is our little story to start off our journey that we're on. That I'm super excited to be on.
I am too.
You excited?
I'm excited. Very excited.
We'll see how excited she is.
Overwhelmed and excited.
So it's kind of not a funny story. I don't think it's funny. We've known each other on Facebook since 2012, 2013.
So 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2019, she posted something about city girls. I don't know. What did you say?
My Florida girls know exactly what I mean. But I'd gone through like a little situationship, and I made a post about, I knew there were city girls out there, but I didn't know there were city studs as well. But there are, so beware.
Not to beware.
Beware.
I'm still shocked there is.
But her being a northerner, had no idea what that even meant.
Nah, totally curious. So I asked her, what do you mean? And so she posted, she inboxed me, y'all. She inboxed me.
I did not slide in your DMs.
she inboxed me and put I guess the video.
Yeah, the music
It looked
video.
like the video.
Yeah.
And I still was like confused because I'm a little slow, and I think I did say that I'm a little slow. I still don't know, and that's what kind of sparked it. The next, I think during that time, after that, I don't know if it was the next day or something else, but we had that little chat, and it was really lighthearted.
Yeah.
It wasn't
only like
really
5 messages back and forth, maybe. It was real quick.
And then she posted that something about, have you guys done a virtual date or something like that? And then I went on it and was like, so let's do a virtual date. And she blew me off.
I did not.
Several times.
I didn't blow you off. I was just busy.
She's always busy.
I don't like video chat. I'm not even gonna
See?
lie.
That's what
My
she should have
friends,
said.
my friends, they know I don't like talking on the phone, and I don't like video chat. So anytime someone from like dating apps or anything like that asks for that, I'm like, yeah, no, we ain't gotta do all that.
And this is I would say the first time that for me, being like, because I was single by this point, and it had been like almost a year. And I dated here and there, and I think I was dating somebody that had a kid, and that didn't, go too well after that. So I figured, well, I'm still adjusting being in my apartment by myself, and being that we'll do this long distance thing, kind of, which was the approach that I took to dating, really, during my my single time. I preferred someone not to be in the in the state that I was. So we did that virtual, and then it went from there.
Yeah, I think we finally had our virtual date after a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think we ordered dinner or something.
Yeah, we did.
We both did. And
we both ate it and it talked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we made questions. That's right.
Yes.
We had to come up with questions, and we did like a 20 questions type date. That's right.
I thought it was pretty cool. I don't think she was impressed at all.
I mean, obviously I was. I'm here. So I was
Not necessarily.
impressed enough to keep going. So
Thought I was crazy.
you were crazy.
I'm not crazy.
She was the crazy Facebook friend. All those years, that's what I knew her as. Every time she'd pop up, I'd be like, oh, that's the crazy girl. It's the crazy girl.
And I'm far from crazy.
Far from?
Far from crazy.
Oh, okay.
If I'm crazy, then you crazy, right?
Probably.
But
yeah. So I think after that I honestly don't remember. Like, I guess we just started talking. We just kept talking after that. Like,
yeah, we hit it. I thought we hit it off. You was easy to talk to.
yeah.
And I'm a chatterbox, and I prefer the phone. Everybody that knows me knows that I'm not a text messenger. I don't like to text message. Never did. I'm a pick up the phone, hear your voice type of conversation, and it's just because my ADD goes all over the place. So getting my words together in text is just not something that works well with me.
She thinks too fast. That's what
Yeah,
I say.
I do. And then I'm leaving out stuff, and then it sounds kind of like I'm slow. And until you know me, then you know exactly how I say things. So that part of it was, I learned to text with her.
Yeah. And eventually I learned to be on the phone.
Yeah.
Because of you.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, don't mind. We are at a courthouse. Clubhouse. Not a courthouse, y'all.
As you guys can see, our pool in the background.
Yeah.
But I guess the fire truck is going somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be our luck, as we sit here. It's beautiful today in October. It's like 81 degrees. I know I got a sweatshirt on because when I started the day, it was a little chilly, but now it's pretty decent right now.
For a Florida girl, it's cold, but now it feels good, I guess.
For Florida girl, you're cold.
I was cold this morning. Yeah, I was freezing.
We whenever you leave the living room window open in the morning time, it's just definitely burr in the house.
Yeah. So I think it only took us about. I think we met in like July.
Yeah.
So I think maybe 3 weeks later, I was on a plane.
Was it that soon?
Yeah. It was the first week of August. And I think we met like the second week of July. So yeah. Or not met, but started talking, had our virtual date and everything. So August, I believe 6th is when I came to Richmond for the first time. Yeah. So I think we're gonna insert like clips.
Yeah, we'll insert some clips. Definitely.
Yeah, from that trip because we documented that a little bit. Like I did some talking before, like on my way there, and I think you did talking like while picking me up from the airport and all of that. But that was a weird experience because I don't like phones and I don't do traveling very often, especially not to meet people I don't know by myself. But I don't know.
Big girls things.
Real big, yeah.
And I'm the total opposite, which is kind of weird because I've always traveled. I don't mind. That's just who I am. I don't mind traveling somewhere, meeting somebody, and never have an issue with that. Hence why I'm in Virginia and not my hometown, right? But yeah, always on the go. As far as that, I love to drive, so that portion of it. Now I'm getting a little older, it's a little different now, but in my 20s, I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah. I think, I met people way back when it was AOL chat. That's how old I'm showing my age at this moment. So for me, it was total opposite for her.
Yeah.
I was still nervous due to that, new relationship, starting over, that type of stuff. But the first time that I've been clear moving forward with somebody.
Yeah.
For me, the experience of it, to have that downtime was good for me, and I was super excited. And in a different pace.
Yeah.
So going there to the airport, seeing her, she said I look taller in my pictures.
She did.
I'm
She
short,
probably looks
y'all.
taller on video too.
I hope I do. I prayed all these years to get tall, but I'm definitely not tall. I was never blessed with height.
No.
Good looks, but not height.
But no, it was fine. No, I don't care. But yeah, I was shocked because I have a friend who's really short. Her name is Shorty, is what we call her. And so I wasn't expecting my new girlfriend to be just as short. But
I'm not.
You're not as short as Shorty, but you're only like an inch tall.
Nah.
Maybe 2 inches.
Nah. Look, I got a couple of inches.
I think I have a picture of them side by side standing at a bar. I'll see if I can find that so y'all can see it. But yes, that was shocking, but everything else was what I expected.
But yeah, I don't change much.
No.
I'm exactly, you'll see, even kill type. There's no, I wear everything on my sleeve. I'm as blunt and up front. There is no way that you'll ever say, oh, you changed. No. And once you know me, you know me. It's easy to figure me out.
Yeah. So that first day, I don't think we did anything. I think you had to work.
Yeah, I did.
So it was a pretty chill day. We just kind of got to know each other, I guess, a little better. I can't really remember that day a lot, I guess, because we didn't do much. I think I had to work. I think I had like a summit to release for a customer.
Yes, that weekend you had that to do.
Yes, I think
and
we
I
were
had
both
my
working.
night. I don't think I had the weekend off.
Yeah, just not that first day.
Yeah. But yeah, that first day was pretty laid back. I don't think we went out to eat, or did we go out to eat?
We didn't do anything.
Yeah, because we had a pretty packed weekend.
Yeah.
I went and there was a lot of things that we had in common. Like we went to Luray Caverns. I'm that type of weirdo, I would say.
Well, we got to go in order. So the first day.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because the first day we went to DC.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you've never been to DC. So I planned a bus ride through. A tour bus through there. So that was the first thing. What was your experience with that?
So it's so funny because then you just say I don't change. Yeah, okay. So this sweet, nice Tasha that you guys get to see on camera all the time is what I saw in the beginning as well. Not that you're not nice and sweet, babe, but
she's always saying I'm mean, and I'm not.
She's mean, but I don't like them if they're not mean, so that's fine. I like it about you.
Okay.
But yeah, so my first experience with the other Tasha is
there's only one
when
Tasha.
she could not find parking. So I guess, I don't know, I guess she didn't plan out that part of where we were going to park when we got there to get to this tour bus thing. And she had to drive around a few times and she could not find a spot. And then we ended up in some garage, I think. And that's when you just started just spazzing, just yelling, just mad at every car that was passing by, and she couldn't find a spot. I'm like, what is happening? Like, why are you freaking out like this? So that's when I learned that, yeah, she doesn't do very well with things not going easily.
Yeah, because I won't say I wasn't yelling. Well, y'all see, I talk loud anyway. So it don't take much for people who are not used to loud personalities.
Yes. And
blunt personalities who sometimes just say what comes out, so it becomes aggressive. But it's not, I won't say that I was yelling. I was just upset because I don't do well with quick change. Like when I envision something, it's really hard to come back from that envision if it's not going the way that I want it to go, because the way that I do things is so, I would think I'm systematic, and I think I'm pretty good at planning because I don't like surprises. Like I need it to go that way, and especially if I'm in control of it and there's things that are out of control.
Yeah.
And I can't control that portion. Yeah. I think it becomes Probably uncomfortable for some people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see how. And I think we laughed it off.
Yeah. Afterwards, I think, we went through a little silent moment or whatever, and then we were fine after that.
And that pretty much set the tone, I think, for our relationship.
Yeah.
To see that.
Yeah.
I mean, we had some hiccups along
Everybody
the way,
does,
but yeah.
But yeah, I think because I remember in the beginning you told me, like, I think one of the questions we asked each other was, what if other people said was an issue in your relationship? And I know you always told me about I sound like I'm on 10, but I'm really at 2.
Yeah.
And at first I had no idea what that meant, because I'm like, I don't get that. Like, how can you be at 2 and sound like you're at 10? And I think that was my first experience with it. And then I could understand, like, okay. Now, I'm not going to say I understood after that time, because no. Definitely took at least the first year of being together for me to finally realize, like, oh, just let her yell. She ain't even mad. She'll be fine.
No, I was told that my actions are disproportionate to
the situation.
Mm-hmm. Because for me, like I said, if I envision something, if I don't know what it is, then I'm usually okay.
No, it could be anything, babe. It could be literally anything.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Literally,
y'all will see it. The more we vlog, you're gonna see it. You'll see. It'll just be little things, and I'm gonna get it.
Well, yeah, because little things. Yeah, it's little. That's what I'm saying, though. That's exactly what I'm saying. Those are things I'm not expecting.
Okay.
Not expecting. I'm not. If I'm not expecting, it makes it go easy. If it is that I'm expecting it to be some type of way, then it don't. Then yeah, But it's still, even though it seems like a 10, it's really a 2. I don't think you've ever really seen a 10.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying.
I don't know, because I don't feel like I've seen a 10. I think I come down usually pretty, quickly as much as I can. I try not to stay in it. I'm one that says what I need to say. I get all hyperventilated. What my aunt say, you're going to give yourself a stroke.
A heart attack, yes.
That's what she always says to me. You're going to get yourself a stroke. It's not that serious. They always say it's not that serious. But in Natasha's world, it is serious. For me, at that moment, and then I'm bipolar. Call it what you want. I had that quick high, and then I'm back down, all smiling and happy.
Crazy. Like I said, crazy.
Nah. It is.
So
we did that, and I had a blast, because that was the first time I went to the the African American museum,
and we weren't even supposed to go. She said we had the tour planned, but someone mentioned it, like, oh, they're doing free tickets today, or everybody can get in free.
I looked into it, and they said there was no tickets.
Yes, because we wanted to go.
Yeah,
but we thought we couldn't. But
so
somehow.
I had a blast.
Yeah, I loved it. That was
amazing to me.
To see.
It felt good in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, really felt good.
Yeah.
Because I love museums, aquariums, and things like that. Caves. Anything I think
like educational, like where you're learning something or exploring something new. Like, we love that kind of stuff. So I didn't even really know I love that kind of stuff. But I've learned that more over the 3 years being with you. But I think in the museum, my favorite part was seeing all of the Black entrepreneurs. Like, they took us through the story of, oh my God, what's her name?
The lady with the hair
C.J.
products?
Walker, through her story and other Black women that had, paved the way for people like me that like to be entrepreneurs. And the slave part was a little hard. Yeah, going through there and seeing the ships and all the documentation they had from that, and the shackles, and but
that was a little tough.
It was tough, but it was good to see the story being told, and from our point of view, not
being told from theirs. So if you haven't had a chance and you are in DC, definitely stop by and see the African American Museum. I can go back 2 or 3 times and be okay with it.
I wonder if they've changed it since then. There's probably new exhibits and all.
But Barack and Miss Oprah Winfrey, they did a good job.
They did.
Definitely the representation was there.
Yeah.
I really do. That was a
I'm
blast.
glad we got to do that. But I also like seeing, you know, the White House, and I think we saw the motorcade, you know.
Yeah, go by
Go
with
by.
the crazy president.
Wasn't great because of the president that it was, but we did get to see them go by, and
we saw the monument.
There we go. That's the really tall.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
The monument.
That was cool to see in person because it is so big, so much bigger than it looks on TV. To be standing close to it was crazy. But I enjoyed that day. That was a really good day.
Yeah, that was a good day. It was a long day because you know it's still almost an hour and change ride from Richmond here to there, but definitely I had a blast walking around there. And I think then we went out and grabbed something to eat. You wanted to go to Applebee's.
Yeah, I think that's where we ended up.
Yep,
that was
she wanted Applebee's, y'all.
I love a good fried chicken salad. They have good ones.
She wanted Applebee's, y'all.
Yeah, I know. It's not like where you would think you'd want to go for your first dinner date, but that's where I wanted to go.
That's where she wanted to go. And we went, and we had a good time. Good conversation. Again.
Don't show them you freaking out for bugs. These little bugs will just drive her
crazy.
crazy.
I can't. I have a compulsion to always just, no
She'll
matter
hit
what.
me. Like if it's on me.
Yeah, I it's called protection.
Yes.
I'm a protector. So, yeah, if I see a bug, I just... What you doing? Listen, that's one thing she had to learn.
How attentive you are?
Yeah, you get mad.
Yeah. I'm a Virgo. I'm very independent. I'm very I don't like people too close to me or touching me and things like that. So I had to get used to it because she's very, very attentive and very hands-on, and like she wants to open the door. She wants to, you know, take the paper off my straw. She wants to do like every on me and then say, "You okay with it?" Girl, you see my face.
Why are you whispering, man? Tell
She was right there. I was trying not to let her hear, but people crazy. Anyway, okay.
I thought it would be a good place to record because it's so beautiful outside. This is my what? Aren't you gonna say it, babe? It must be really beautiful because you keep saying.
Oh my gosh, she's been saying it all day, like this is the best day ever.
It is.
It's so beautiful for her.
It's October, and where can you go? It's this beautiful.
Yeah.
On the East Coast, even though it's still little, it's northern for you, but it's not for us, you know.
Yeah, it's the South still, but it's not like hot like Florida is right now, and it's not cold like it probably is a little further up. It just feels good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know why I was thinking there had to be another day in the middle of that, because I know Luray was the day, you know, our anniversary. So I thought that was 2 days after I got here, but I might be wrong. So then the next day would have been Luray. And Luray Caverns is just amazing. That's like a natural wonder. That is just, I still don't even understand how that created itself.
Yeah.
And
it's inside a mountain.
Yeah.
And it's caves, like, so it's natural caves that we was walking through. And there is a couple of them here in Virginia, but that's the biggest one.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
But yeah.
And we were walking for a long time. I feel like we were in there for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, walking through.
So
there's like natural water in there and everything. Some of it was like really narrow to get through, but I loved it. We got tons of pictures. We'll put some in the video as well about it. But yeah, I had a blast.
Yeah, you did a really good job of planning that first weekend together. That was, I guess you would put that whole thing together as our first real date, but you did really good with planning that. Really, really good. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done anything that exciting for a first date. And it wasn't the typical, you know, dinner, movies, you know.
Yeah. It was things that we talked about, things that, you said you never did, and I had it. You know, I love caves. That's like she said, those type of things for me is just in my wheelhouse. I enjoy it. I'm a documentary type person and love the outside. I'm definitely a Pisces, so I love water. I love all of the natural wonders. That's just where I feel at home.
Yeah.
The most. So seeing those things is great, and to experience with you it was pretty good. Yeah, to do new things. One thing I did say that I made sure that she understood was that I wanted to date with intentions. And I felt like that was really important for me to do it this time, the correct way, and to take all my failed relationships that came with it without losing who I am inside of it, because some of it's not always me or always us, right? So I wanted to make sure that I'm taking away some of the criticisms and things that was in common that other people had said. Yeah. So it must be true if I'm hearing it more than once or twice. So those things I wanted to make sure in this relationship I didn't bring, and if I did, to actively catch it when I do it and to correct it, and to really make sure that this time is not just a relationship. Like, this time is a relationship that moves forward with purpose and intentions to really fall in love and to show my true self behind it, and not the hurt that you might carry. So for me, that's what I wanted to do with this relationship and with her. And I like where we are.
Me too.
She gets on my nerves, but I like where we are. I couldn't be more blessed to be in the presence with her. So I do love you.
I love you too, babe.
Yeah. This morning she said she couldn't stand me.
Probably 10 minutes ago I couldn't stand you, but I still love you. That's okay.
Yeah, so that so that's what I definitely made sure. I think that's why it went that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's what you were trying to say, that one of the things you wanted to do intentionally was date different, do different things.
Yeah, like to do different things, not the same thing. I think we get real redundant.
Yeah.
And then it makes it, the person changed, but the experience is not.
It's still the same.
Right?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to just switch out a body and still be going to the same places, whether it's eateries or listening to the same music and doing the same redundant things that we did all over again. Yeah. I just felt, for me, it was important to really do it differently and to do it with intentions. And that's what I actually prayed on and kind of meditated on it for a while.
I got
to make sure.
meditate.
Yeah, she did. She got me into meditating. Maybe it'll help with those levels of
of being crazy. Yeah.
Those levels a little bit. But yeah, so for me.
And I think I came in the same way, just because at the time that we met, I had made that decision to be extremely spiritual, extremely intentional about improving myself, not for someone else, but for myself. And really learning what I like, and not just doing things because other people like it, or because I think that's what other people think I should be doing. So I think we both just came in at a very good time in our lives where we wanted to be very intentional. So nothing that I was doing with you was just to be doing it. It had purpose. And I think that just made it easier for us to actually build a foundation that got us here.
Yeah, definitely. And that day, I had asked her to be my girlfriend.
Yeah, no one had ever proposed to me to be their girlfriend before. Like, of course, like elementary and stuff, will you be my girlfriend? Check the box, whatever. But as an adult, no one had ever actually asked me to be their girlfriend. It was always like we just fell into it, We hung out enough, and then we started spending the night at each other's houses, and next thing you know, oh, okay, that's that's my girlfriend. No one ever actually said, will you be? And actually purchased me something too.
Yeah, we got these. I got her these
Distance bracelets.
distance bracelets. You know, for long distance, so we both. You know, I haven't taken mine off at all since I put it on.
Mine, for some reason, I stretch it. I think when I'm sleeping, so I stretched it out. So I take it off sometimes just because I'm scared it's gonna break. But
yeah, we still. You know, I still wear mine. It means the world to me. Because it's where we started, and I never want to forget. So when I do get a little upset or a little uneasy, I just remember where we started.
Yeah.
And that these bracelets will kind of bring us in and find our center with each other. So for me, I put it on and asked her. It came with a little card inside there, a little spiritual card. So it was pretty cool for me to do something. I've never done it before. Again, it was a different trend to try something different, and to be intentional in this relationship and be present all the way. So that was it. And then what happened after that?
Stuff they don't need to know about. Happened.
I'm gonna talk about that. I'm talking about then Sunday.
That was
came
it,
around,
and then week that I went home.
You did go home.
Yeah, I think.
You think?
I think that was the day we went home. No.
I think you stayed a few more days.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to look back through our pictures and stuff, but I think I may have stayed one more day because I think that's when your bruh and your soror came over.
Yes, I think I cooked.
I
cooked
think that was that.
my aunt's famous sticky chicken for them. And you made cabbage.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I was there one more day. That makes sense then. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think because it was your capiversary.
My capiversary is
Yeah, it's the same weekend as our anniversary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had dinner with them, and I got to meet them for the first time. I don't think I had met anybody before that.
Yeah. So it was.
So yeah, that was cool.
My soror and my bro.
Yeah, Pharaoh and Serenity. And then the next day is when I left. I had to go back to Florida. But I think I only went back to Florida for maybe a week or two.
I think so. Well, you came back. When was your birthday? Because you came back. Or did you stay to your birthday?
It was a different trip. I came here. Oh, no. I went back home to move my daughter.
Yes.
Into her new apartment because she was switching schools. So she was going to UCF in Orlando. So I went home for 2 weeks, yes, to move her to Orlando from Tallahassee. And then I flew from Orlando back to Richmond. And then I stayed in Richmond until my birthday, which was like a whole month, almost a month later. So
yeah, you did. Yeah. And then we drove back. Me, Zoe, and you drove back.
Yeah. And I was supposed to stay home again.
And then you drove back with me, didn't you?
Yeah, because you wouldn't let me stay. My friends can vouch for that in the comments if you guys are watching. You said you have to come back. Because I was supposed to stay home. But yeah.
And then you went back home Thanksgiving?
Yeah, a few times after that. But that's really our story of how we met. And then the relationship just kind of went from there. I think we just never wanted to part after that. I don't know. It was really hard to be away from each other. So with the freedom of me being an entrepreneur and her at the time, she worked from home, like half on, half off, like sometime in the office.
I had a hybrid, so every week was kind of different, split shifts during it. If I worked a mid shift, the only time I was really in the office is when it was a Monday through Friday type thing, and then had a night shift. So it was always, I had like 4 or 5 different shifts.
Yeah, but it made it easy for us to spend time together because I could work on the bed while she was working at the desk, and so it just always made sense for me to just come back and
and we've been then after that it was COVID.
Yeah. I don't think we're supposed to go that far in this video, though, babe.
No.
I don't think they need another 30 minutes to get all the way to COVID. But yeah, that is how we met. I'm glad that it happened the way that it did. It happened at the perfect time, I think. If it had happened even a month before that, I don't think I would have taken it as seriously as I did. Because I wasn't really in a space of wanting to be serious with anybody. So yeah, when they say things happen in divine time, and they really do, and when they're least expected, because I definitely wasn't expecting anything at that time.
Me either.
Wanted to, at that time I had made this declaration that, oh, I'm going to be single, I'm focusing only on me. But in focusing on me, I attracted you. So yeah, I'm happy.
Me too. For me, I was just, I don't know, being. Like I said, MySpace was pretty. I'll just talk to anybody that's far away.
That's how I got chosen.
No, that's not how you got chosen.
I know, I'm just playing.
You know, because I thought even in I didn't know where it was gonna, where it was gonna go when we was talking. But I do feel like, for me, it was just a whole bunch of different girls that I was talking to. Everybody else seemed pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's how I felt at that time too. Well, I wasn't talking to I'm not gonna say a whole bunch of people, but but yeah, anybody that I was meeting was just, when they say there's pee in the dating pool, there definitely is. I feel bad for you guys that are still in it, because boy, there's some crazy people out there.
Definitely be another whole 30-minute video about dating. What is it like right now dating in the LGBTQ dating arena, in these apps?
Yeah.
You know,
if it's anything like I see in them Facebook groups,
please leave it. Please leave it below. Tell us how y'all feeling out there. Also, for all the couples that might come through, tell us about your relationship and where you started, and how, like, for the studs, when you date, do you date from the place that I had to come from? I'm a long-term type of person. I don't change. Like I said, I don't do well with change. So I pretty much, when I'm in it, and I'm kind of locked in type. So that was different than when I was single, making sure that I wasn't getting locked in, I didn't want to be just, like I said, locked in again. I wanted to actually try to just talk to different people. And boy, some people you just can't talk to. But, yeah, how is it for you guys? Like, from a stud's point of view, or masculine point of view, how do you approach these women out there now?
And femmes, I want to hear from you guys too. What do you think they're doing right versus what they're doing wrong when approaching you? But we want to hear from everybody, couples, singles, everything. But thank you guys for watching.